Good morning from extremely frosty Salford here in Greater Manchester. The date is the 8th of December, or is it the 9th? Who keeps track anymore these days? The years are short, but the evenings are long. So it's sunrise, it's about 8 something in the morning, and on my drive here to Victoria Park, look at it, just look at it, here in Victoria Park in Swinton, I saw something which I've never seen before. It was someone driving along, not noticing, even though the noise was very loud, the vibrations must have been crazy. There was a lady driving along in a Skoda Yeti, which is the Skoda's 4x4 SUV, with her handbrake on. One of her rear wheels was locked, and the rubber was screeching along the tarmac. And I was like, what is that cacophony from across the road? So I looked over, and she was driving. Like, I could see her. She was driving with purpose, straight, with her handbrake locked, one of her wheels locked, tire screeching along the road. She didn't notice, and I thought that was incredible. I think we're getting to the stage now, I've been keeping close track of it, where motorway travel is going to become impossible because of the amount of cognitive decline and people doing unforced errors, crashing into the central reservation, crashing into a truck, smashing into a lorry. Whatever it is, they're going to block all the lanes. Nobody gets to work. It's one of those strange fulcrums. Driving motorways where one person can affect the lives of hundreds of thousands. It's like on the London Underground. When I was working in sales, I worked for HSBC. I spoke to a guy who worked for TfL, Transport for London, on the London Underground. And they have they call it person on the tracks. What it means is 2 people a week, on average, commit suicide by jumping in front of a train on the London subway. And having lived in London for 7 years, I can tell you, when a person under the track appears, it's delays for a long time. Affects, again, maybe millions of people. Now, in further clown world news, because I think it is important to keep up with these things. What a beautiful orange glow. I've got it. Yeah. Pfizer, Moderna, BioNTech, they're all applying to the American government to get the vaccine schedule down to 6-month-old babies. The Biden administration has said, yep, 5-year-olds, vax them. 10-year-olds, vax them. We promise it's going to be fine. And now, because there's so many shekels at play, so much money to be made, money, they're like, yeah, let's get newborn babies. In fact, let's start vaxing the fetuses, the babies, when they're still in their mother's bellies. In fact, why stop there? Let's inject every single spermatozoa, every single ovum with the COVID vaccine. That way we can be sure. In fact, why not replace 80% of our DNA with the spike protein? If we are the spike protein, then it cannot infect us. Fucking hell, man. Now, another thing I find very funny is myself and my non-sheep dipped friends, we're here as bastions of health. Deep breaths, glowing face, bright eyes, and all around me, my sheep dipped colleagues, my sheep dipped friends, they've all got the cough, they've got the flu, they've got the cold, they've got strep A. Shouldn't joke about that, that's not funny. I think, what is it, like 10, 11, 12, every day, another 5 children dying of Streptococcus A, which is a bacteria. Again, it's another fulcrum for the government to lever that fear into the minds of the masses. You gotta laugh at Clown World. That line in The Joker when he's like, I thought my life was a tragedy, but I realized it's a comedy. Morpheus says, you think that's air you're breathing? After he farts in Neo's nostril. You think that's methane you're breathing? I was going to do a great video this morning. I was going to start ranting about metaphysics and woo-woo and quantum physics and that Nobel Prize that they won recently. The local universe is not real. It's all it's all viewer dependent. But I think it's enough to just show you the incredible frost. And you've got your pagoda and the sun. Let me silhouette myself. There we go. So, yeah. How you liking the 50 frames per second? How you liking the mode set to vivid? You like a bit more color? Trying to match the real world in terms of color? But I am in love. I'm in love. Who with? What with? Everything. I'm in love. I love it. And a good sentiment to give you guys. Like, when I used to work in banking in an office, when I worked in recruitment, I worked in finance, I worked in claims management, it was the same as everyone else. All my normie friends, everyone else in the Matrix. You wake up and that alarm clock and you just want to sleep forever. You sleep, slumber, don't want to go to work. Nowadays, doing things that I believe in, that I enjoy, that I feel are vital to me, to my family, of course. I jump out of bed so eager to face the day. Every day I wake up 5 a.m. A lie-in for me yesterday. I woke up at 5:55 a.m. and I got upset. I've missed half the day already. 5:55. But no, the thought for the morning as the sun rises is be grateful to be alive. You didn't have to be alive. You didn't have to have a consciousness. You could have been a zombie. But no, you're able to experience things. Oh wow, look at that. It's like you're an avatar in a video game that suddenly develops sentience. And whoa. The graphics are amazing. The definition's incredible. It looks real. It feels real. It's so real, it must be real. As Bill Hicks said, the good old prophet Bill Hicks, peace be upon him. Look at my job and my bank account. This has to be real. So I will leave you with those words. This has to be real. Thank you for watching.